Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue in the Art of Four Elements. Episode 2. The opening scene shows a hospital. Rose had come to see her father. Vasu also arrives there and immediately apologizes to Rose. He brought a lot of fruit with him to show his caring attitude towards her father. Rose listens quietly. She doesn't want to get into a fight with Vasu. She gets up and leaves, which Vasu doesn't like at all. As they walk a little further, she bumps into Pindin. "Pindin, you're here," Din says. "Yes, I've come to see Mr. Thif. But what about you, Rose? You look worried. If you need any help, please let me know." Rose replies, "Now I'm an adult, so I can solve my own problems." Din says, "Okay, Din, I'm in a hurry." Rose says, "You just had to tell me this." Din says, "Yes, I know what I needed to know." In the next scene, Din comes to meet Mr. Thip with Morning sitting next to him. Morning tells her, "Miss Din, please stay with Rose now. She wants to tell you something." In the next scene, we again see Vasu talking to his father. Everything was going according to plan, but how did that old man survive? If he had died in that accident, our work would have been much easier. And then there's Rose. She's a very kind and complete woman. If I push her even once, she'll fall into my trap again, just like in childhood. So her father says, "Whatever you do, do it carefully." Now, Din is with them. In the next scene, we see Rose. She has now decided to stay under Din's care. "Miss Rose, please, it's lunchtime. Eat something." Rose says, "No, Morning. You go away. I'm not hungry." Morn says, "Miss Din sent all this lunch. If you don't eat, she'll get angry at me." People don't eat because they're hungry. Maybe eating on time is important. Rose also says, "I've come to Pindin's care. That doesn't mean Pindin should care for me like a baby now. I'm an adult. I don't like anyone controlling my life or treating me like a baby." Just then, Din arrives and realizes that Rose isn't eating all that food. She takes Rose's hand from there and brings her to her car. Pindin, will you tell me where you're taking me?" So Din says, "You'll eat with me at my place today. I won't leave you at your farm until you finish your meal." Rose tells her, "Look, I don't like interfering in other people's lives. I don't focus on other people's things. I have a lot of problems and responsibilities in my life, so I focus on that. I don't like anyone taking care of me like a baby." Rose said all this hoping that maybe Din would understand and let her go, but Din had no concern for her at all. She brings Din over to the lunch table in front of her and makes her sit down. "Auntie, will you take care of Miss Rose until I get back?" Auntie nods. Din leaves. Rose asks Auntie where Pindin has gone. Auntie says Missy has gone to her office to sign some documents. Then Rose notices an album in front of her. She carefully examines all the photos in it, where she finds Pindin surrounded by several girls her own age. Aunt Jin asks, "Who are these people?" The aunt says, "They're Miss Din's cousins." Rose says, "Along with Pindin, all her cousins are beautiful." Aunt Jin says, "Miss Rose, you're beautiful too. Do you remember me? I saw you when you used to come to play with Miss Din. I'm really happy to see you again at this farm." Rose and she are chatting when Din arrives and asks her to prepare lunch. As Aunt Jen leaves, Rose says, "Pindin, I'm sorry I touched your album without your permission." Din says, "It's okay. They're all my cousins. They rarely come to my farm." Rose says, "Yes, Aunt Jen told me. By the way, they're very beautiful. It feels like your family has chosen only beautiful people." Just then, Aunt Jen arrives with lunch. In the next scene, after eating just a little, Rose says, "I'm done. Can I go back home now?" Day says, "Absolutely not. You have to finish everything that's on your plate." Rose says, "Ben, you're being too strict with me now. It feels like I made the wrong decision to agree to live inside you." Din says, "And maybe if you don't like it, you can leave. If you have a better option, please tell me. I promised your dad I would take care of you, but more important than that is your decision. It will be whatever you want, okay?" In the next scene, Din arrives to drop Rose at her farm. There, she notices Morning, who is very tense. Rose quickly asks, "What happened, Morning? Why are you so worried?" Morning replies that Mr. Vasu came here when she wasn't there and was looking for Rose. She even said she wasn't home, but Mr. Vasu even went into the house to look for her. What? How could he go into my room without my permission? Then now, should we go to the police and report it? Din says, no, not now. For now, that report will just sit there as a file. We have to wait until something serious happens. And now, don't worry, I'll handle this. I want you not to stay here. That means you want me to stay at your farm, but Pindin, I don't want to cause any problems for you and the people at your farm. Din says, nothing will happen there. I and all the people at my farm will protect you. This is my promise to Rose. The next scene shows Rose's room. They're packing. Are you done? Should we leave now? Look, there's no need to move everything. Our farm is nearby. Whenever you need anything, you can come here and collect it. So, finally, Din was taking her home. Mr. Vasu could come to Jam Jam Farm again and create problems. So, instead of facing the problem alone, it's better for her to move somewhere else. As they leave the flower farm, Rose's eyes are fixed on all the roses. Din, you know, my mom loved roses. That's why there are so many roses on this farm, and she even named me Rose. But Din, can I come here sometime and take care of all these roses? Din tells her if she's not busy or there's no work at the farm, she'll bring them here every day. Just like when she was a child, Din wanted to take care of Rose. Rose was very happy today, but her happiness doesn't last long. As they leave the farm, unexpectedly, Mr. Vasu arrives. He pulls Rose towards him as soon as he gets out of the car. Din becomes furious. Vasu, what are you doing? You can't hurt Rose like this. Leave her. Vasu angrily says, Din, you again? I told you, stop coming between us. Din also becomes very angry, so she pushes Vasu away and brings Rose closer. The situation becomes very serious. This time, Vasu takes out his gun and points it directly at Din. Din, as a child, you were very timid. You would just run away in fear, but today you have so much courage that you are standing in front of me? Din also had a gun and points it at Vasu. If you think I am weak, then shoot me. Vasu also says, you are threatening me. Do you have the courage to shoot me? You are also very weak like your father. Then Din's gun actually goes off, hitting Vasu right next to him. Rose was terrified by this sound. She covered both her ears. Din grabs her wrist and brings her closer. Rose, are you okay? Rose slowly nods. Then Vasu angrily asks, how could you shoot me? Din says dogs don't understand human language, and when they go crazy, humans behave the same way. What I said earlier was a warning. If you don't want anything worse, then get out of here. You know this too. If there's a shooting here, who will fall first? Okay, and with this, episode 2 ends. See you soon.